This week on Let's Try This Again.
I feel like so many Christians hide behind their flaws. I'm not going to do that. God knows. So I got a lot of y'all.
Do you feel like you tried to do it at the beginning?
Lecrae's podcast was probably the first podcast that I'd done where I was just fully myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like just, he said, I heard that you weren't going to have sex before marriage. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, I said that. A good friend of mine, Brenda Palmer, she said, it's my job to love you the way God loves without wanting anything in return. I love you freely.
Yeah.
I feel like if more Christians had that mentality where they loved each other and gave each other grace, God has given me all these chances. I need to reflect that.
Yep.
I'm here because he's still working on me.
Yep.
And I'm being honest and transparent as he's working on me, and y'all are crucifying me.
I am having a cussing issue and I'm working on my mouth.
And somebody needs to know that because they're working on it too.
I'm not Sexy Red, but I'm not Sarah.
Right.
Everybody is not at this level of spirituality.
Mm-mm.
I'm the bridge.
Yeah.
Between culture and kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Try This Again podcast. You know what? I was about to say, I begged her. I didn't. I asked her, and she said, what day? And I said, stop. Stop. She came back. Let me tell y'all something about Crystal. She gonna show up. I said, ask me for something.
Yeah, she was like, please ask me for anything.
I said, please ask me for something so I can say yes. Because I'm always like, can you do this? Or pull up here or do this? And I just want her to be a part of stuff that I have going on, and you always say yes.
And I appreciate that.
I love you.
Seriously, I love you.
You're just an asset. You're an asset to my personal life outside of the cameras. You've been an asset to me. You're an asset to my brand whenever you show up. So I love having you a part of my personal life and my work life.
Yes.
Just all things. I love you.
Same.
We met when?
Oh, was it last year?
Maybe a year ago?
Yeah, a year ago.
A year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Because, change started in 2022. So, it was last year. Yeah, it's been about a year.
So, it's just been, I love you so much.
I love you too.
But, y'all, she was the first guest on Let's Try This Again.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm back. I mean, I must have done something right.
But even that, I was like, I'm starting a podcast. I would love for you to be the first guest. We haven't shot anything. Like, there's nobody. She's like, okay, sure. I'm like, you don't even know if this is going to be good. Like, you don't even know what's going to happen.
I knew it was going to be good. I mean, it's you.
Thank you.
Of course.
So, she showed up, and I wanted to bring her back for numerous reasons because people just love us together.
They do. They really do.
They're like, when are y'all? I'm like, give us a second.
Yes.
Give me a minute. We're going to figure something out.
Right. No, they really are. They're in my inbox about that all the time.
Love. They love us together. Our episode is so good. We've been together a few times here and there lately since then. Yeah. We haven't really documented anything, but we just went to Woman Evolve together.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm still floating.
What? Y'all, I'm from Dallas, Texas. So I've been to the Potter's house and, seen TD Jakes preach growing up and all the things.
Wow.
Like, I'm from Dallas. I'd never been to the Woman Evolve conference. I've seen Sarah preach in person. Super phenomenal. Yes. We both watch her on YouTube. Yep. But going to the conference, I feel like was such an outer body experience. It was so different. And I was almost like, there's 40,000 women in here. I hope that I can focus and I hope I feel the Holy Spirit.
It was permeating. Like, as soon as I walked through the metal detectors, I was like, ooh. I was like, God is right here.
Right here.
I hadn't even made it into the stadium. It was crazy.
So good. Yeah. So it literally exceeded my expectations. It was so good. And Crystal Renee was on the stage in front of 40,000 women. When you walked out, they were like, I was like, okay, relax. Stop barking. Like, this is still a gospel event. Relax. I was like, that's my girl. It was you were so good.
Thank you.
So tell me how that came about. Tell me the experience, like everything.
Yeah. So it actually started with a DM from Sarah when her Power Moves book came out. She was on tour.
Okay.
And she wanted me to be a part of the Power Moves tour here at the Atlanta stop.
Okay.
And in that, I was like, well, now I got your attention. I was like, you want to come on my podcast?
Yeah.
So while she was in Atlanta, she came to the house and did the podcast with me.
I remember that.
And I remember telling her, I was like, girl, I thought it was spam. And I said that again at Woman Evolve. Like, I didn't think that was really Sarah Jakes Roberts in my DM. Me?
Yes, you.
me. I'm like, what? To be a part of her tour. And then before we went on stage, she said, I wanted to ask you something. Would you be a part of Woman Evolve? And I was like, well, me and b.simone were already coming. She's like, oh, okay, great. And she was like, I really want you to do the pajama session with us.
She's like, no, I want you on stage.
Yeah. And I was like, what? And I'm like, okay, God, what are you, even being on stage with her at that event, I was like, Lord, what are you doing right now?
When you walked out, the powers moved.
Yes.
I was there too.
Yes.
When you walked out, I love her.
She pulling up.
I was like, yeah. And I'll be there screaming, acting ghetto. I'll be like, relax. Screaming.
I love it.
When you walked out in that yellow.
Yeah. It was giving First Lady.
Let me tell you, it was giving, I was like, where is her preacher husband? Because baby, I could be a first lady now. I can't be I ain't gonna be no pastor, but I could. You look just like a first lady. I was like, you look like you about to marry a minister.
Saying that too. She was like,
coming.
You keep giving. I'm like,
right.
No.
Okay.
All right. Like,
you know how we get.
Listen. Ooh. I was like, okay.
A fine preacher, a man that know the word.
Ooh.
He up there just sweating with the handkerchief.
I'll go there and I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, you can give the announcements. I see it. I see it. That voice. I see it, Crystal.
You see it.
Okay, now. I'm not saying I'm a prophet, but for real, she walked out in that yellow. She looked so beautiful. And even on the stage at Woman Evolve, I want you to finish, of course, but power moves. I'm like, you're exactly where you need to be. You fit right in physically, articulation, mentally, emotionally. I'm like, have you ever felt like even power moves in that you were saying like me?
Still, yeah.
Do you feel like you don't belong on those stages?
I do have imposter syndrome,
okay.
Especially, and I opened up about it, but I didn't really get to like completely articulate my whole thought because I was so choked up and full. Yeah. I broke down in the press conference, girl. I was just breaking down all day. Like God was just like all up and through me. I was just like,
yeah.
Yeah. But I did Lecrae's podcast.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many Christians hide behind their flaws. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. You know, God knows. So I got a lot of y'all.
Do you feel like you tried to do it at the beginning?
I did that on Lecrae's podcast was probably probably one of the most real, like full podcasts that I'd done where I was just fully myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like just because he had asked me about, how do you feel about, he said, I heard that you weren't going to have sex before marriage. And I said, well, I said that.
When was that? How many months ago?
Right. Yeah. And I said, you know what? I want to be honest with myself.
Yep.
And I don't want to lead people thinking I'm one way.
And I'm not.
And I'm perfect. And I'm not. I said, I don't know what I'll do if somebody laying next to me, pushing up on me in my flesh, if I'm going to have the wherewithal and the willpower to be like, stop it.
Hold on.
Just let me get to bed. How about that?
Right.
But like just being real.
Right.
And having a moment of just being real. And when I say, and I was telling like dating, my experience in dating, the things that Christians came in those comments and said.
Jesus.
It was so hurtful. And that's when I broke down on, I was just like, I said, it made me be like, I called Lucas, I'm never talking about dating again. I'm never like, I'm not going to be open anymore. I was like, these people act like there's no grace. It's one thing to hold people accountable.
For sure.
And to say, hey, well, why don't you try this approach? But like it was so much judgment in those comments where it was really heartbreaking. I understand why people don't want to be Christians when they see stuff like that because we don't see the true reflection of Christ.
Wow.
In each other, And a good friend of mine, Brenda Palmer, she said, it's my job to love you the way God loves without wanting anything in return. She said, I love you freely.
Yep.
And I feel like if more Christians had that mentality where they loved each other and gave each other grace, because I think about all the times God has just given me chance after chance after chance, but we are so quick to just throw people away and be like, I can't deal with that, versus like looking like, oof, but God has given me all these chances. I need to reflect that.
Yep.
In that moment, I was just like, I know what I believe. I know what I stand for. And I know that God is working on me. I'm here because he's still working on me.
Yep.
And I'm being honest and transparent as he's working on me, and y'all are crucifying me.
Jesus.
And I was like, I don't want to talk about it no more.
So when you had that conversation with him, what was his response? And how did it get you to this point of being like, how you are now. Because you're like, no, this is me.
Yeah, this is me. His response was, dang, I should have warned you that my fans can go hard. And he said, but I hope that the houses that they live in aren't glass while they're throwing stones. And I was like, yeah, because you living in a glass house, like you're perfect.
Yep.
If those stones were returned.
Shattered.
Yeah. And if we can come in your house and just be a fly on the wall.
Ooh, Lord.
If Jesus could come in your house and be a fly on the wall, would you be like, so like, I'm the perfect person? No, you would be like, Lord, forgive me. Like, I'm not that, you know? Even, I feel like everyone is flawed. No one is without it. No one is without sin. And we have no room to judge each other, but we can hold each other accountable. There's a difference.
There's a difference. The internet has seen me evolve so much. I'm not the same girl that went viral from the F-boy video. I can't even say the word out of my mouth comfortably without having a second thought now. Dang, excuse my language.
I'm sorry.
And God has been working with me on my mouth. Like, okay, I done graced you through this period, but now it's time to mature and elevate.
You still on milk. Let's get this meat now.
Yes, let's get it.
Yeah.
So 2016, I'm like, F-boy video, but I'm like, I look at those videos, I'm like, that's who that girl was.
Yeah, not anymore.
She wasn't acting.
That's who you were.
That's who I, for real. I was that ghetto loud, and I'm still ghetto and loud, but you know, for the Jesus. But that's who I was in that season. And as I change, I feel like, I'm not going to say for me, my responsibility is to be who I am off camera, on camera.
Yes. Ooh, come on.
If you know me in real life, I pray to God that when you see my social media, you're like, this girl is the same.
That's who she is.
If I am not sexually active in real life, LTTA is going to know that.
Yes. Yeah.
If I am having a cussing issue and I'm working on my mouth, LTTA is going to know that.
And somebody needs to know that because they're working on it too. Yeah.
Because they're working on it. Everybody is not at this level of spirituality. And they are watching our transition and watching it, and we need to be vulnerable and show it in real time.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I'm the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm the girl that comes from this and she's trying to get here slowly, but I'm the bridge between culture and kingdom.
That's that street.
That's it.
He talks about
the street. That's
what
our
street
street.
That's our street. Yes.
And God graced us through that period. Yes, I know what it's like to have a lot of people on that list. Yeah. I know. Yes, I know, young girl. It's okay. Yeah. I know what it's like to go through this. I know what it's like to be drinking and drunk at night. And I know. And y'all are the only difference with us, they're watching the transition in front of millions of people.
Yes. Oh my goodness, B. Yeah,
people get to transition in private.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't.
We do not.
And it's our responsibility to make that transition as honest as possible. I don't want to hide it.
Right.
So I commend you for doing that and opening up and not letting. I went through that. The comments. Oh, when you just got baptized and now you're wearing this crop top. Yes. I am wearing a crop top.
I need y'all to calm down.
Give me a second. Yeah. I've been wearing crop tops for 30 years. I got baptized yesterday.
Like what they expect.
Give me a minute.
Change the whole wardrobe. Like I do feel like, my mom always taught me, you don't have to show everything at once.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do a little cleavage, make sure your legs are covered up. You're going to have your back out, everything else. Don't just show your everything.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a classy way to love your body. Yeah. And to be proud of it and not be like, ooh, but it's a modest way to still be sexy.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying, so to speak.
So legs I gotta remember that.
Just don't have everything.
Because I be legs, titties, back, arm.
Right. Sometimes it's just confident.
Sometimes. Like, Jesus, pick one. Pick one. Cleavage or ass. Excuse me. Pick one. But yes, I believe our relationship with God is vertical. It's not horizontal. I'm not focused on everybody else. I'm focused on him vertically. And as he changes my heart, I will start to let go of things. If we just stop things, I'm not going to smoke, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to have sex, I'm not going to, my heart hasn't shifted.
Yeah, because he will convict your heart and cause you to change.
And you won't want to do it anyway.
Exactly.
If I just stop all these habits, I'm going to go right back to it anyway because my heart wasn't shifted. Exactly. I can't wear a crop top. I can't show my cleat. My heart isn't shifted. So if you focus on him, he shifts your heart. You're naturally not going to want to wear that. You're naturally not going to want to say that. You're naturally not going to want to do that.
Exactly.
So focus on God and let him shift your heart first. And then the habits will naturally stop. Don't focus on the habits first.
Yes.
I think it's backwards. We focus on all the fleshly external things that we have to fix first. No, let him fix your heart first.
Yeah,
you know,
heart posture is so important, and people miss that.
They miss that,
and it comes through.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You can see that.
We can see
right.
it.
We can clearly see through that. You don't do this, but you're mean.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't do all these things, but you're dark inside. Yeah. Your heart is actually black.
Yeah,
it's not pure. Yeah. It's the opposite. So I'm proud of you on this journey. I feel like I'm on the same path, man. And it's so hard to do it in front of all these people.
It is. It really is. And I've been praying like every day, like, God, show me what it is that you want me to do with this platform. I want to steward over it properly. I want to make sure I make you proud every single day. Yep. I was journaling this morning and I said, help me to be what you need me to be in my friendships. Yep. Anybody who comes in contact with me, whether it's for a season or a lifetime, make sure that I do what you need done in that moment. Because a lot of times we can be like, make it about us. And it's not about you. It's God, what do you need me to do? Yep. And Brenda Palmer, a good friend of mine, she just called me. I was I was waiting to come up here. And she said, you have to make sure that you pray over every single thing. She said, even the good things. Things that are coming your way, pray over it all and say, God, is this for me? Is this what you really want me to have? And pray for that discernment to make the right choices.
Wow.
And she said, because what God is doing, he is elevating you, but you have to, that means a lot of things are going to keep coming your way and you have to steward over it properly. And she also said, be careful who you let lay hands on you. Because everybody, they want to pray for you. And she said, but be careful who you let lay hands on you. I was like, that's so real.
Vina don't play about that. She taught me that. Like, I'll be at these meet and greets. People like, let me pray. I'll be like, hold on now. I don't know what.
Because you don't know they putting on you.
What?
Yeah.
Witchcraft and all that stuff. And they don't even like you.
Right.
You want to pray. You don't even like me. And you got your hand on me your body, and you speak. Oh, no.
No, we're not doing that.
You still selling your journals? You still have them?
They're actually sold out, but we're going to restock. Yeah, for the holidays.
Do I have it? Hold on. Let me see if I got it.
I love her.
Yeah.
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 I know that's right.
Yeah.
My friend bought multiples, okay?
Let's sit them right there. About 3.
Thank you.
Maybe we could do a giveaway. I'll give away one.
That'd be perfect. So beautiful. Thank you, friend.
If I could buy my friend journal, y'all could buy y'all friend journal. I mean, Crystal journal.
We'll let you know when they restock.
Yeah, when they restock. I'm sorry. They're not available right now.
I appreciate
They're actually not available. They're so beautiful.
Thank you.
They're so beautiful. I actually was going to give them away to the girls for Woman Evolve.
Yes.
I did 2 giveaway winners, and I forgot to take them. I was so upset.
Yeah. It was so much
I'll do
going
a giveaway
on
for them.
Yeah,
Let me know when you relaunch them.
Okay, I will.
I'll do 2 giveaways.
Thank you.
But I want to talk about that moment on the Woman Evolve stage where you broke down. You said you didn't get to finish your thoughts. Finish them here.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Lead me up to that moment.
Yeah, it really started with that Lecrae episode.
Okay.
Where I was just so down on myself. And y'all, I had time that day and the devil was working on me.
Okay.
And I commented back. I was in them comments.
You was going in.
What?
I know.
And
I get it.
Somebody called me and was like, I need you to put your phone away.
Stop.
And I was like, just one more.
The fact that, when was this episode?
This is July.
Okay, I missed this.
Yeah, it was July.
I probably saw the episode, but I didn't realize that was happening.
That was, it was so bad. And a few people that are big in the Christian world hit me and they were like, oh my God, that episode was so good. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, okay, so it wasn't that bad? Like,
we think millions of people.
No.
It's 5 bandwagoners that are just.
Well, it was way more than that.
Well, yeah. 10, 15, 20, whatever. Right. But those comments, I know. I get it.
Yeah. And just picking your life apart. And I was like, this is another thing that we as celebrities have to deal with that I don't think people understand when they do that. We are human. And it takes its toll on us. If you have millions of people, or out of the millions, you got hundreds of people just like picking your whole life apart. Like, how would you feel?
About that.
You know, like, and I always I think about, because I've been on the other end of the blog sites where people are gossiping about me. So I don't do that. Like, I'm not going to sit there and carry on conversations about what everybody got going on because I know what that feels like.
We know how it feels.
Yeah. So I'm very cognizant of that, to not do that. But it was that episode that really made me just pull back
Okay.
Like I wasn't posting my Bible reading. I wasn't posting anything. I was like, I would have conversations with my friends and we would go to church, but I really pulled back from being vocal about my faith. And it was because it hurt so bad. I was like, I don't even want to talk about it because I can't even be real.
But that's what the enemy wants you to do.
That's exactly what he wanted me to do.
That's what he wants you to do.
And Woman Evolve, after that, this weekend, I was like, okay, God, I get it. I get it. Continue to reveal to me what you want me to do. I did a live that night, that Saturday night, after Woman Evolve ended with my Patreon subscribers. And I was still like full. And I could see God was revealing to me, this is what I need you to do. Just be you while you're doing it. I have a lane for you. Same thing.
Woo, Jesus.
Yes, I have a lane for you. And it's not going to look like what everybody else looks like. Because I'm looking at, you look at the Sarah Jakes Roberts of the world. You look at the Nona of the world, the Nonas of the world. You look at the Priscilla Shards of the world, and you're like, is that what you want me to do? No. I need you to do what you're doing.
I need you to do you.
Yes, with the rooms that I'm putting you in, the platforms that I'm helping you build, I need you to use that to speak my name. And don't worry about everything else. I'm working on, you know what I'm doing in you. And I was like, okay, God. And he really revealed it to me. And I broke down on that stage, and Pastor Teray pulled me aside after, and he was like, I had no idea that you had went through that as well. And it's so many of us when we're like new to this and we're just trying to be authentic, where like there's things that really happen where it makes us pull back. And God's like, no, this is what I need you to push forward and keep glorifying my name.
As you can see, Crystal Renee is back on the couch. I'm here with my girl. You guys, we have something coming which is absolutely phenomenal in November. Should I tell them? No. I'm not gonna tell them. No.
You sure?
Let's just hint at it.
Okay.
It's so good, you guys. If you want to be a part of a community of like-minded women, amazing conversations. We had amazing conversations.
So good. So good.
Crystal Renee is a part of it. So you guys are going to love it. Get ready. If you guys want more information, you can subscribe to our newsletter. Go to letstrythisagain.com. Scroll to the bottom and just type in your email so you get exclusive updates, and you get updates before anybody else. It drops in November. Put in the comments what y'all think it is. They don't know what it is. I haven't told them.
Let's see if they can guess.
Okay, see if y'all can guess.
It's fun. It's just so many things where I think, honestly, I wasn't ready to like continue, really completely surrender to that.
To the calling?
To the calling.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, give me an example. Like, what do you mean?
Just like on my podcast, I'll feel something, and a friend of mine, she's like, you know, you have a prophetic like mantle of your life. She's like, you'll say something and it really happens, or you'll see something before anybody else sees it, and then it reveals itself. And she said, you have to stop suppressing the Holy Spirit. And this lady, a stranger, Wednesday when we landed in Dallas, we sat down. There was a group of friends. I'm talking on the other side of the table. She's having a whole nother conversation. She goes, excuse me. And I said, yes. She goes, how are you doing? I was like, I'm good. And she goes, did you just experience a loss? I was like, yeah, my aunt just died like a few days ago. And she goes, God is bringing restoration to your life. He's also bringing reconciliation. And then she's like, that's all. Got back in the conversation. Also, you need to stop quenching the Holy Spirit.
Woo!
I said, what? She said, you have a prophetic mantle of your life, and you need to stop like minimizing what God is telling you.
What you're feeling, what you're doing.
Because you don't feel like you can speak on that. Yeah, because a lot of times if we're not like a pastor or a minister or apostle, like whatever, what or deemed such, we don't feel like I'm not
qualified.
Exactly.
You don't feel qualified.
She was like, stop doing that.
Wow.
Then she was like, your podcast is to bring up the unknown, like of Christ, the people that are like the people that nobody really knows them. You're supposed to say, because it's an unlikeliness that people that's gonna start spreading the word.
Wow.
Sarah said the same thing. I was like, oh my gosh, this keeps coming up. It's not gonna look like what we're used to. It's gonna look like me and you,
man.
You know, and like people that they like, I would never guess them.
Wow.
You see so many like singers and like artists that are turning life over to Christ in front of millions of people on concert.
It's a wave.
It's a wave, honey.
God is coming for his people.
Baby.
Yep.
And he is like
coming.
Come on. I'm rallying up my troops.
What?
We riding it down.
What?
I was like, well, I'm just trying to be in the number.
Please rally me. Please.
What I need to do.
What?
Yeah. So it was that moment where I realized I need to stop doing that.
Okay.
And it just kept coming. And so I would question stuff. And God would send a complete stranger to tell me, you need to stop doing this. I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Lord, okay. You got a stranger telling me. And not the people I've been talking to about this.
They don't know.
You know, you have your friends you talk to, like, I've really been struggling with this.
Yep.
I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Brenda was like, you got to stop. She was like, you really got to start just saying it. She said, because you're going to help people when you do that.
It's your gift.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew until Woman Evolved that you were going through this. Yeah. When I say the exact same season, really? I just did Lecrae's pod 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Has it aired yet?
No.
No, I haven't. But I would have seen it yet.
It should air soon. But even on his podcast, I was like, should I rewatch it? And I didn't even know this happened to you. Baby, until this very moment.
Marquise will tell you. I love Lecrae.
No, for sure.
But I did not repost not one of them teasers.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this looks so bad.
Wow.
Like, if you don't go back and watch the full thing, you won't have full context. And they're judging you off of a bite. For sure. Yeah. And
I already was like, no, I'm not going to rewatch it.
I said what I said.
Whoever I was myself. Mm-hmm. I was open. I made a dark joke. I was like, that joke was... I was like, it was funny to me.
Like, being yourself.
I was like, it was funny to me. Yeah. And it wasn't about an abortion. Mm-hmm. And it was like we were talking about a lot of stuff, and you guys will see it when that episode comes out. But I was like, you know what? There are two. I did not know. I didn't even know the conversation was going to go here. Yeah. I did not know you were going through this. Mm-hmm. When I say a struggle, I'm like, I'm not Sexy Red, but I'm not Sarah. Right. I'm like, I'm not my neck, my back, but I'm not meet me at the altar every day.
Right.
I'm literally, I'm not all the way left, and I'm no longer where I was when I was right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm coming to the knowing, like you said, I'm asking God, show me how you want me to do this. Show me how you want me to show up, who you want me to be, because I'm changing so rapidly.
Yes.
And because our content is us and we're so vulnerable, the world sees it. Yeah. It's not like we're just posting, oh, I do hair content or I do makeup content. Our content is, my content is me.
Girl, can I tell you something? I'm going to be real honest right now. I told my team, I was like, I'm going to rebrand my podcast. I was like, it's getting too churchy. I was like, people are judging me. I want to be myself. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. I was like, I still want to have the foundation of faith, but I have to be myself. I was like, I'm losing myself in this. Yeah, and I was like, I'm looking in the mirror like, I'm not enjoying it anymore. And I was
scared to say stuff?
So scared. And I was like, I don't want, and they're like, what do you mean? Like, but it's doing so well. Their lives are changing. I was like, I can't do it. And after Woman Evolve, I went back to my manager. I was like, all right.
Okay.
I was like, even the music I'm doing, I'm working on music. I was like, bro, I said, we got to be conscious of the content.
I
was like, I don't know if I should do this song anymore because it's like promoting toxicity, you know? And I was talking to Brenda. I was like, do I need to do gospel now? And she was like, girl,
relax.
She was like, come on, Major don't even sing gospel music.
Yeah.
She was like, there's a way to do like secular music, but it can still be positive.
Yeah. And not promote.
Promote promiscuity or it can not promote negativity. Like just making sure that what you're putting out is a positive message so that people know that you do have a heart after God's own heart.
I'm so proud of that.
So yeah, like it really changed I was like, I said, maybe we just, you know what I'm saying, make this bigger and better this next season versus like changing everything. Because I would change that whole thing up.
When I say I went through the exact same thing, every detail, you get scared because you're going to be judged, but then it's like, that's not me. But then it's like, well, that's where I'm trying to go. Yes. But then it doesn't feel organic.
Yes.
But you got to think, we have to think about the girl that would never step foot in a church. That doesn't know who Sarah Jakes is. Yes, but she knows Crystal.
That's what she said.
She doesn't know who Sarah Jakes is, but she knows b.simone off Wild and Out.
Right.
We need to talk to those girls. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So think about them. Don't think about the church when you're being I'm reaching this girl that is still in the club, but something is pulling at her in this season. She can listen to b.simone. She's not going to listen to Priscilla right now.
Yeah.
Priscilla is too elevated for her.
Yeah.
And sometimes this stuff be too elevated for me. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But think about those girls that you're reaching. And you can only reach relatability. I want to know that Crystal understands when I say I'm dealing with this toxic nigga.
Girl,
or
I'm
dealing
you.
with and Sarah's been there.
Yes.
And Priscilla
she is
has
so
been
real.
What?
Shout out Sarah, because Sarah's
Shout
a real
out
one.
to Sarah.
She a real one, man.
What? A real one.
Yes.
You know, so they've been there. They're now it's a different walk.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not that anybody is here or there or it's different.
And I used to say that I'm just not where you are in your walk. Because I would feel like people are here and I'm here. And it's like, no, we are all on our own walk. And some days they're here and I'm maybe a little higher. Some days, you know, it moves and you can't look at the next person and compare your walk.
Compare your walk.
Like you said. Vertical. You got to keep looking up. Yeah.
So I think about those girls now. I'm like, because I was over there. Yeah. I was that girl.
We've
and
been there,
who was
honey.
I looking? I was looking at some celebrities. I wasn't looking for a pastor. I wasn't looking for a church. I was looking at these people, and if they were to talk about God or they were to say something, I would have listened to them. So that's just our calling.
It is.
We're the gap. We're the bridge between culture and kingdom. And as we're on this walk, we can bring it with us.
We can.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. I did not know that.
Yes, it's been rough.
Wow.
Yeah, I was literally ready to just lay it all down and be like, all right, I'm gonna do me.
And then it makes you want to be bad. It makes you want to be like, F y'all.
No,
I'm
literally.
about to have a shot. I'm about to go have sex with somebody. And I'm about to live my life.
Because the way y'all crucify me, I might as well be doing all these things.
Anybody got some crack? Like, let me just take it the extra mile. Because y'all are acting like
I am weak.
That's what you feel like. It makes you want to be like, F y'all. Like, I'm not going to talk about God. I'm not going to do this, y'all. And it makes you want to run from Christian relationships.
No. Seriously, you don't even want to be around. No.
I would get in rooms with Christians and I would be like, who can I trust? Who do I like y'all?
Because some of them, I be looking at them like, you real. I'm like, okay, you preach all this and you post all this, but you not what you post to be.
In real life.
Ooh,
post to be.
You get that? You're not what you supposed to be. Because when you get behind closed, you gossiping, talking about people, talking about churches. I don't know.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. And a lot of people let me tell y'all this, that y'all idolize because they know the word and they have great articulation. Yeah. Their hearts.
Ain't there? Yeah.
The heart. God wants your heart.
Yeah.
So, we see the flesh. We see what people do. But God sees the soul. Yeah. Man sees the flesh. God sees the soul. Eventually, if God has your heart, yes, the flesh will line up. Yeah. But give it some damn time.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I've been living my life a certain way for 30 some years. Yeah. I'm now taking my walk more serious. Give me a second for God to work on me and let me make the right decisions. Yeah. So that's real. I'm proud of that. I'm so glad you got to have that experience on that stage with Lecrae. And of course, I would never wish this upon anybody, but even that happened on his pod, to get it out the way, so you can just I don't care. Now I can just walk fully in that and it doesn't bother me anymore.
Exactly. And I want to just shout out 3 people that reached out to me. Nona reached out to me, Lateris, and David Mann.
Okay.
And they both were like, oh my God, we loved this episode. It was so good. Yay. God knew I needed that. God was like, I need you to know that what you're doing is what I need you to do. And it's okay. You can be funny with it, be real, because people need that. They need that relatability. They
need it.
But I also need to see that this is very important to me. Like, my walk is very important. And when people start to question it, it's like,
you have no idea what I'm doing in this prayer room. You do not. You have no idea what he's nudging at me.
The cost of the oil in my alabaster box. Baby, when she did that, the prayer lady.
Screaming. I said, yeah!
Oh my God.
Y'all have to get to this conference next year.
You have to.
I already bought the suite now.
You got another one.
I got the suite.
Now I didn't get to spend as much time with you because they had me all over the place.
I know.
So I was like, man.
I got us tickets. We're going next year. And it's right here in Atlanta.
No, I was so excited.
State Farm. Look at us promoting. Right. Yes, we'll be there next year.
Oh, we're going to be up in there. I cannot wait.
Yeah. It was so good. Yeah. I'm just proud of your walk. I'm proud of where you are. And I think, I didn't even know we were going to go there, but I think that's important to talk about the impact and what God has called us to do in the culture. Yeah. And I even battled with that. Like, should I not BET Awards, the BET Hip Hop. I'm like, should I not be here? No, you be in these rooms but you be God, the light of God,
the light of Him.
Excuse me, I be God. You be the light of God. You carry the light of God. Right. You carry the Holy Spirit. You articulate when people see you, and that's what they've been seeing the whole time. Yeah. It's not my personality to look. No, it's God. He's been in me since the girl that went viral in 2016.
He was always there.
He was building me up for this.
And He drew people to you for His glory. I really feel like that. I will draw all men unto you for my good. Like, it literally, like, it's for Him. It's not for us. Yeah. You know, so all these millions of people that follow you, that follow me, like, it's because God knows that we're going to bring Him closer to Him. We just have to be diligent and obedient. And that obedience and surrender.
What?
It's so scary.
What?
But then when you do it, it's like this peace of mind, clarity. And it's like, okay, God, I know you got me. Every step, you got me. You got me.
On the other side of obedience and surrender, it's the most beautiful thing.
It is.
But when you be questioning, like, well, did He say that?
Right, girl. Was that for me?
What?
That's what you want me to do?
Was I supposed to do that?
Right.
Okay, but you know.
You always know.
The people, the things He's calling you to let go. Okay, cool. Let this go right now. You know. Yeah. But on the other side of it, it's the most beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, I don't want to talk about love, but you want to go there?
We can go there. What? What you doing? What you do? Like...
Y'all be thinking Crystal classy. She is classy, but when she get around me, she let the ghetto out. She let the ghetto out. Yeah, I'm her ghetto friend. Yeah. Yeah. Ghetto friend. What's
hilarious.
So we talked about a woman evolve. It's like
a little something, you know what I'm saying? We see what it's gonna be. Yeah. I can't give too much. You know,
don't give them too much.
I gotta see where it goes.
Sure.
We just met in August.
Okay, but what's up?
Yeah, you know, a little London team, the little accent.
And look at me, I'm like, he ain't got no friends. Give it a minute. Right. let her.
Let me. I gotta meet some friends and see. Please. I gotta vet them first for you.
Okay, vet quickly.
Yeah, but they're different.
You know what? I think it is when you meet a guy overseas too, because it's a different culture. Like when I went to London, they were like, they always treat American girls different than they treat us.
Really?
Or when they come over here, the American girls are like, well, we treat the London guys different than the American. I think it's like because it's a different culture, so we're like a little more
gentle with them. Yeah,
like he ain't from Atlanta, he from London. Come here.
Right.
I'm sick of Bankhead.
Listen, it's so hard.
It's
in
new,
these Atlanta
so we won't go into too much detail. But it's new.
But I'm open. You know, I think in the last year, I came more open to love and allowing my guard to drop a little.
So it was up,
very up, yeah,
from
very
what?
guarded. Just past relationships and then success. You just don't know what people are around for. Making sure that you're with me because you want to be with me and not because all the things I have to offer.
I'm gonna post you on Instagram. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that you're okay with protecting what we have.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's the clout and being attached to me. So I want to make sure like the people are with me for the right reasons. Yeah. And it was really hard to decipher for a long time. And I think last year I was like, I'm getting older. You just got to be open.
You just got to try.
And be open to fall. Like fall. And if it don't work, get back up and try again. Yeah.
Do you feel like since you've been on this walk, what you're looking for in this season compared to a year ago or 2 years ago is totally different?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Totally different. I think my view used to be like the world's view or society's view on love, and like he got to do this, he got to have this, like the checklist. And one thing, David Mann, him and Tamla came on my live show here in Atlanta, and he said, make the list of everything you want in your partner, and then become the list.
For sure.
Yeah, and I was oh my gosh, a lot of the times what we want, we don't even possess. So I had to be very like conscious of like, okay, what am I asking for? And can I give that? Am I willing to give those things? Do I have the capacity and the bandwidth to give those things? Am I asking too much, you know?
And the list you make, what type of woman does that man need?
Hello? Yes. Yeah, so even my prayer is like, Lord, allow me to be what you need me to be in his life. Okay. Allow me to continue to bring him closer to you through my actions, because a lot of times we can proclaim to love Jesus and then we get in relationships and it's like, do you? Because you're not acting like
you're not acting like it.
You know, like I want to be looked at as like I found a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's changed. Yeah.
I'm open to it too. I'm just like, what's crazy is like people are you dating? I'm like, I would love to date.
Yeah.
No one asked me.
That was me for years. No, I'm like, nobody approaches me.
What?
I think they probably think you already got somebody. They thought I was married, girl.
I get you for sure giving first
lady.
Like, what church are you a first lady at? I think I look now. I don't know if I could date a minister. I don't know if I his whole brand.
Yeah, I don't know if I could.
They'd be like,
they'd be
like, welcome to church, y'all. Come on in. I see you pink shirt. Come on down.
Right.
It's like, relax.
They would love you. They would. Yeah, they would.
Okay, I can date a minister.
I keep saying that, and I'm like, no.
We could.
It was
oh my goodness.
Baby steps.
But yeah, I feel like men don't approach me. I feel like, but also I was getting my facial the other day, and my facial lady, she asked me, she's like, so when you go out, like, are you like, yes. Do you look single?
Are you smiling?
I was like, well, what's the definition of looking single?
Making eye contact and smiling.
Right.
And speaking.
Yeah. Like,
oh, she's supposed, so maybe she's not with somebody.
Yeah.
Well, I actually so I carry a fan with me everywhere. and I gave him my fan. No, the fan.
Oh, I thought you meant like,
we was in a club and he was hot, and I was like, you want to use my fan? And he was like, yeah, and that's how we met. I still carry that fan. So I kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to shoot your shot without shooting it. It was a little subtle shot, and then he chose.
I am getting a fan today.
No, I'm telling you, I was telling the girl on the Estee Lauder trip, I was telling her how we met, and I was like, I gave him, and she's like, is that the fan? I said, yes. And this girl almost fell out of her seat. She was like, that is not the fan. I said, this is the fan. I have the fan in my bag. Give me the fan. I don't go anywhere without the fan.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me borrow it.
Yes.
That fan is bringing men.
Thank you, boo.
It's bringing blessings.
Touch it.
Okay, give me the energy.
I take this fan everywhere with me. Do you hear me?
That's the good luck fan.
It's the fan, honey.
All right, now.
Everywhere. But yeah. Okay. So you kind of got to I think that gesture, originally it wasn't like oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't think it was so dark. I don't think we even really saw each other. He just kept coming to the fan.
Yeah,
I was like, you want to use the fan?
Keep the fan.
I knew he wasn't too far.
And then he asked me, okay, tell me how it happened.
Oh, girl. So he was talking to another girl the whole time while using my fan. But anyway.
Booted her out the way real quick.
No, literally.
In a godly way.
This guy came up and said, yo, he's like, you got these two beautiful ladies. Because I went to go get my fan. At this point, lights are on and everything.
Yeah.
And the girl that he had been talking to the whole night was like, do you have a girlfriend? And I looked at him, I was like, yeah, do you have a girlfriend? He looked at her, looked back at me, and he looked at her and he goes, this is my girlfriend. And we got up and walked away. Didn't know my name, nothing. And then we sat outside and talked, and then we've talked every day since.
I would have had sex with him.
Listen, when I heard that accent, I was
like, oh my.
And then he's 6'8", and he was looking down at me, and I was just like, ooh. Just keep talking.
Oh, that's a scene in a movie.
No, we're gonna literally write a movie based on our whole everything.
What is he? Okay, don't tell me. You gotta say this. All
right,
bye, y'all. Right. Keep the fan.
Right. It's out of here now.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Wow.
But shoot, sometimes I know a lot of marriages where women shot their shot.
Yeah.
And they're very successful marriages. My mom used to always tell me, make sure, you find someone that likes you more than you, because men tend to have, they're hunters naturally.
For sure.
They want to always chase after something. Yeah. But when they are, really about you, you don't have as much to worry about.
Yeah.
But I went ahead and shot my shot.
I like
in
that.
a subtle way. I didn't realize I was shooting it when I did. I was just being nice.
You look back, you're like, ooh.
I kind of put myself out there.
Right. I didn't even know I was doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this episode is coming out right before Crystal's birthday. Crystal Renee's birthday is October 18th.
Yes.
And look, y'all know the little bag I always got. Every single time I wear this bag, I'm like, Crystal Renee got me this bag. Crystal Renee got me this bag. Crystal Renee got me this bag. So I got you a birthday gift.
Are you serious?
Yes. I want you to open it.
Thank you.
I I got you.
So
this
sweet.
was. I really thought this out because I didn't know what to get you. But y'all, she got me a Louis bag. So I told her when she got me the gift, I was like, "Wait, I'm a great gift giver, and I'm gonna beat you in these gift wars. So you just wait till your birthday." So there's your card, and your gift is in the bag. But this is her birthday gift, you guys. I'm so nervous. I hope she likes it because Crystal is rich and bougie. So
I'm trying to.
She got money.
Okay. Ooh.
So happy birthday from me for your birthday.
Oh my gosh. We got a light in the box.
Yeah. Had to call my jeweler.
Oh wow! Y'all done broke the box. Oh my gosh! Look, guys. Let me make sure I keep the light on it so y'all can see it. Shine a light on it.
Do you love it?
I got a necklace like yours. I love it. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love you.
Thank you so much.
I love you so much.
What?
Yes. Come put it on her, friend.
Hurry.
Yeah. Not the box broke. I'm gonna have to call them now. That box was
I think I was opening it the wrong way.
So it says Kips. That is her baby. She does not have kids, just like me. So her little baby,
It is my
her podcast.
Thank you so much.
And that is your birthday gift, sister. I
love
love
you.
you.
I love you more. This is fire. And I was looking at yours when you put yours on.
I love you so much. Isn't it so cute?
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
I love y'all, baby.
And it ain't gonna turn that neck green. That's real now. I need to take care of that.
Come on now. I'm like, these.
No, hold on.
These, I'm itching.
So I wanted to give her your
you.
birthday gift. I love you so much.
love
You gave me a
you.
gift first. She gave me a Louis bag, y'all.
Because you showed up for me.
Thank you.
No,
You showed
y'all,
up for
she came
me.
up came to Los Angeles for BET Awards.
Yeah.
I did a live show at LA Live for BET, and you were my guest, and you were just such a good sport.
It was so good.
Everything. You was like, girl, we go whatever. We
Let's
gonna
get
do
it.
it. Yeah, and I appreciate that energy, that spirit, because you kept me up in that moment. Yeah.
Good. It
So
was
no,
great. I
thank
love
you.
you. I love you.
I love you.
And like I said, I wrote it. I want you to read that card, you know, on your own. Y'all, this girl has shown up for me. And I say this all the time. I probably said it 1,000 times on camera and off camera, but in a season where I was so broken.
Yeah.
That was about a year ago, you know, just going through transitions and public stuff. And in this season, I'm like, I need to know that you're my friend.
Yes.
Or I need to know that you're loyal. Or I need to know that you'll show up for me.
Yes.
And you showed me that from the day I met you. You invited me places. You brought me in. I'm like, this girl's a celebrity too. Like she has a, you know, you have to protect your energy and your space.
We talk about that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And just letting me in a season where I felt so like alone.
Wow.
Alone. And I have great friends, you know, but I have a good people around me now with moving people out the way and maneuvering and being in a season where I'm like, I require certain things now.
Yes.
You know, I think my standards were even low for people. It's like, it's okay. Like, I just people pleasing. But it's like, no, it's okay to have requirements from a friend.
It is. And boundaries.
And boundaries, bro.
Yeah.
And you've shown up for me. And I'm so grateful for you. I hope you have the best birthday. October 18th.
Yes.
So y'all flood her Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you. Thank
you for coming back.
Of course. This is fun.
Yes, it's so fun. Let's try this again.
Yes.
Volume 2 with Crystal Renee. And we will see you guys next week. Anything you need to shout out or promote or anything coming up? I know the journals are coming back. These journals are so beautiful. I didn't even open them yet.
By the time you guys watch this, the new season of Zatima would have aired, and Sisters airs the week of my birthday.
So it's 2 different shows airing at the same time?
Yes. One airs this week, the 3rd. So by the time they see this, it'll have already aired. They can go check that out.
Yeah.
Run them numbers up.
Yeah.
And then that same week of my birthday, the new season of Sisters drops. So they can check all that out. Working on season 6 of the podcast will be dropping as well somewhere around my birthday.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah, so super excited.
Kips is coming back, another season, new era with B. Do you love it?
Oh my gosh. This is everything.
I really thought it out. I was like, okay, her birthday's October 18th. What does she love? I don't know. I know she loves food. We love to travel.
Right, all the things.
Okay, she loves her podcast. Her podcast is her baby. She doesn't have kids, so I'm going to get her something that has to do with kids. What can I get her that has to do with kips? Get her a chain that says.
I love it. I love how you downloaded it.
I was like, what's she like? She likes it. Yeah, so I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you. This conversation was so needed even for me, just to know that you were on that journey. I had no idea you were battling with that. Yeah. And it gives me more confidence to be myself.
Yes.
And not tread lightly. And in certain moments, I'm sure I'm going to I say crazy things all the time. There will be certain moments I probably have to take accountability and be like, you know what? I said that 6 months ago. I don't think like that now. Yes. So that was me then. This is me now. But in the moment, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to show up as me. And the people that relate to us, keep following us, keep loving us. And the people that don't, go on to somebody else's page that you relate to. Love you. Yeah. Bye. See y'all next week. Bye. All right, y'all. I am back on tour. The Still Standing Comedy Tour, baby, is coming to a city near you. Columbus, Ohio, October 20th. Nashville, Tennessee, October 25th and October 26th. Boston, Massachusetts, November 22nd. You guys get your tickets at officialb.simone.com. If you're a single man, pull up, bring me some flowers and surprise me. If you're not single, bring your girlfriend or your wife. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me because I can't fight. Okay? Stay away from me. I don't want nobody that's taken in my face. But come to the comedy show. Come laugh. Come turn up. Come have a good time. And there's a meet and greet after every single show. You guys, I'm coming to a city near you. And if you want me to come to your city, drop your city in the comments. But I will see y'all on the road. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Let's Try This Again podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast. Until next time, stay resilient. And remember, I love you guys.